vast sea we call humanity.
It's 101.1 WJRR. This hour is brought to you by BWO for a limited time only. T-shirts, you asked for them. They're available. You can get them right now.
Bob World Order T-shirts, all different sizes. Just go to our Facebook page and just kind of cruise. How would you explain that?
There's a post right at the very top in the featured posts.
All
it
right.
says BWO shirts.
That's it.
Go right there. We'll have them sent right over to you.
Get yours and represent. While they last, like Pat said, while they last.
Let's sift through the bad stack, and then we'll flush it all away with Taco Bob's family power flusher. We had a late entry yesterday as worshipers were gathered at a facility in Manchester, England for Yom Kippur, the synagogue there. This lunatic drives up and through the group of worshipers, gets out and commences to stabbing, killing 2 people and seriously injuring 4 others.
That is disgusting on a day of worship.
Armed officers arrived within minutes, shooting and killing the suspect. Piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, these 2 horrible incidents last weekend had the Marine veteran who is now in custody after 3 people were killed and at least 8 injured in a shooting at a waterfront bar in North Carolina last Saturday night. He pulled up by boat and just opened fire into this bar on mostly tourists there. Yeah, I saw more on this story. How scary is this? He had planned to do this on Friday night and was out there ready to go, but left because there was another boat in the area that kind of had him rethink it for that night. If you're finding out you were in that place on Friday night. Oh,
God. I thought you were going to say it was like a really big special that night that had more and more people than were there Saturday.
Then the following morning up in Michigan, the church shooting at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This lunatic, Thomas Sanford, drives his truck into the church, starts shooting and killing, and then lights the place on fire.
I know. You can just shake your head. It's just disgusting. What is wrong with people?
Bringing it back here locally, 55-year-old woman is accused of abusing her elderly stepmother in Orange County, Cheryl Pyle. If that name sounds familiar, I'll fill you in as to why. Deputies have arrested her after they responded to her home on Aberton Road for a well-being check. Investigators say they found the victim, who lived at the home, was found with contusions on her eye, chin, and cheek. Her and her boyfriend apparently had been working over the elderly stepmother. Cheryl and her boyfriend are the same 2 characters who earlier this year were in the news when they berated a solar sales representative who was canvassing the neighborhood and dropped a bunch of N-bombs on him.
Wow.
Lovely people.
Just garbage.
There. And then there was this story out of Volusia County. Did you see the story of the Seabreeze High School students and their families who in 2023 had signed up for a 9-day class trip to Italy and Greece?
Okay.
$3,550 a head was the fee that they paid, which included airfare, lodging, and the excursions. They bought this through a travel agency, which then canceled the trip and did not refund their money to the tune of over $400,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. They're working through that whole mess right now.
That is the worst, man.
56-year-old Robert Goodwin is facing charges of,
People save up for that family trip that a high school takes. And I remember we had to do payment plans when my daughter's art class did it. And you'd do payment plans for like 5 months straight so they could do it. And it's just, oh, God.
Are you ready just to do this here? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Can't change what they did, but it sure does feel good, too.
Give it another flush. You've been doing that lately.
Double flush here for good measure.
Okay, we need to all be showered with some good news. Hence why I opened up the Good News Network.
Oh, it did open up for you.
Uh-huh. Oh, and thank goodness it did, because Marshall Islands experienced explosion of wildlife 1 year after invasive rats were removed. So these rats were like taking over the island, and they went and got rid of them. And then on the way out, I think they could be heard saying, "Rats, pow, get rid of them little ratones."
If you're new to the station or this segment in particular, this particular part of said segment is very short on details.
It's headlines. That's how we do it here. I get to more stories with headlines. Britain's oldest working brick windmill, Pat, still spinning. Guess how many years?
No idea.
250 years grinding grain into flour. So it's been making grain or flour for that's pretty big, man. Pow.
I mean, bake a cake in its honor or something.
That's it. Man's best friend, recognized as a dog of the year. This Doberman saved him from a bear. I'm sorry, if I'm a dog and there's a bear going toward, I know I'm man's best friend, but not at that moment.
You're letting your handler lose to the bear is what you're saying. Wow, that's not very good news of you.
You have bears in your neighborhood.
I do.
Yeah. I'll leave it at that. Pow!
Had the visit in the neighbor's garage earlier this week.
Yeah, flipped the fridge, right?
Knocked his freezer over. There's claw marks on it. Made off with a family-sized box of waffles.
All right.
Bear liked some waffles.
I had some syrup. Oh, Pat, families from opposite sides of the Atlantic meet by chance at the grave of an ancestor. And they were, quote-unquote, absolutely thrilled to meet their fourth cousin. I'm sorry. Pow! I'm trying to be positive, but fourth cousins don't count, do they? I mean, that's great, but fourth? I mean, a second cousin would be my cousin's kid. And then we're taking back the pow. Nope. Okay.
Do you realize we're fourth cousins? What are the chances of that?
This is great. I can sleep with your wife. This is a sewer bird. He's doing his thing. Had some story on a sewer bird. Where's this one? That one's there. Oh, this one. Lost an iPhone, Pat. 2 months ago. It was submerged in a river for 2 months. Yeah. And when it was returned, it worked. Pow! Okay, let's do this one right here. There's this guy who was the shrimp basket cook, and he goes above and beyond to save an elderly guy that hadn't shown up in a week.
This wasn't in Pensacola, Florida, was it?
Yeah, it happened to be. Elderly guy, 78 to be exact. He'd always have a cup of gumbo, and this gentleman realized, Pensacola resident Donnel, said, hey, he hadn't been here for his gumbo. Maybe I'll, go check. He checked, and the guy had broken ribs, and he had a fall. Old people fall. And Donnell hooked it up, and he even brought him a gumbo later. Pow, Donnell, I love you, bro. Maybe he's listening on the iHeart app while he's frying up some shrimp. Coconut shrimp.
Shrimp Creole.
Shrimp kebab. Pow.
Shrimp scampi.
I'm not doing this all day.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said Donnell.
Okay.
We're ending with him, man. You're the man, Donnell.
All right. Stand by for Lynch and Taco's commercial-free Workday Rock Block. That is coming up.
Lynch and Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR. Morning traffic reported on I-4 in the Orlando. Area by the major attractions exits and through downtown. Looking at accident activity blocking the southbound right lane on the